I gotta get Swamp Dog out of my ear. Hey, Switchblade, you holding your own with that driver. I want to get Swamp Dog out of my ear. Hello, Switchblade, skinny boy. Swamp Dog, skinny boy, break.
There's a northern cow that's just something.
And 10-4, speaking of that, I got to do the same thing on this end, too. I got a little bit up on the hot side. Let me drop that back down just a little bit there, because I do have a little bit on the hot side. 601, Motormouth Maul, working this undermodulated Cobra 29. Looking your way, let's go, Brady. Yeah, 10-4. You said it goes south when you go down there on 6, and you got to bump the carrier up a little bit to get it back up to snuff again, and mine does the same thing too. You know, because I don't readjust anything for anything. I just kind of get everything all working where it's supposed to go, and then I alter where I am, and the next thing you know, it's what it is, and sometimes it's enough to get the job done. Hey, 601, you smoking? Radio station Motormouth Maul, your West Coast beast, got down right there, brain. In all actuality, not enough to make a big difference. There's not even a 3 dB difference between one end and the other, you know. It's not worth messing with, so just leave it like it is, and it does fine. But I'll tell you what, you got a great big old hammer up in here. I made a little change over here. I don't know if you can tell on your end, but I rolled a little different audio configuration in line. I kind of like it, I think, so far, from what I've heard on the gates and what I've heard in my headphones. So, hello to you, 601. Motormouth Maul stepping right there right now.
I just got back in the shop here, taking another Pepsi break. I've been out the horseshoe pit pitching a few games. So I'm back in here just copying the mail for a few minutes. The old copperhead is out.
Exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. I didn't I didn't turn down the bass or anything. I just put a little bit more in the middle, and it just rounded it out a little bit more. It was a little bit too extreme. And of course I could turn the output level down here a little bit, but I don't want to do that. I'll just leave it like it was. But yeah, that's exactly what I did to it there, Brig. I think where you got it right now is pretty much where you want it. But it all depends on what radio you're listening to it, you know. If you've got Watergate on somebody like, you know, if you're listening to a gate made from my radio, you're probably going to like it a lot. If you get a gate that's listed from, you know, somebody like Pirate, it may, you know, it might have a little bit too much bottom end in it for him. But it all depends on what radio you're listening to it on. I try to get it pretty well-rounded and all that kind of stuff there, and it sounds good on most everything I hear it on. And I think yours does too, so, no, I like what you got going on over there. Hey, 601 radio station Motormouth Maul, working the undermodulated Cobra right there right now. Breaker, breaker. Yeah, I think that came from a monitoring situation. I don't think he had it quite set up on his monitor right, because he wasn't hearing what was really happening in the world of sound. And so I think a few of those little helpful hints and a little bit of that work we did over there paid off in the sense that I think now he's probably got a lot more bottom end up in there than he did before. So, yeah, I think it was all a step in the right direction. That's true. I can't wait to hear how he sounds on like a Pirate Gate or some of the other gates out there, 445 Radio Man or somebody like that, you know. But I think he's definitely getting where he wants it to be, and it's a far cry better from where it was to break. I think we have company. Hold on here. I think it's Joe the Grinder. Oh, that's not Joe the Grinder. That's 3-3. Hey, 3-3. Well, you come up in there with a great big old hammer. I'll tell you what, I don't know how you did what you did, but your timing was interesting there. Let me turn this audio down a little bit more. I'm sorry about that. I got the audio turned up too high. Too high. Maybe I'll put a little more carrier up in it. Hey, 33, radio station Motormouth Maul waving and turning a little bit more carrier up in here for you. Smooth things out a little bit. And see what's cooking down around the bayou. 33, radio station Motormouth Maul, your West Coast undermodulated beast waving right there, right now. Let's go, Brady.
Sounds good. And he got some pull in today. Or was that yesterday?
151. You wanted to know if I could say 151. I didn't get the where, but I did hear you say you wanted to know if I could say 151. Hello, 151. If you got a sloppy copy, Motormouth Maul waving and stepping.
The radio on, man. What's going on?
4-3-3. That's how my station is too. You know, I turn the one on first, let it do its warm-up thing and all its ritualistic stuff, and then I turn on all the solid-state stuff, you know, and one at a time and get them all happy. And by the time they're all on, by the time everything is all working like that, then it's time to go ahead and hit the foot pedal. You know, I don't have a foot pedal, but, you know, the proverbial foot pedal. Hey, 333, you say, I mean 33, those 2 3s. Hey, 33, you say you just got back from doing some shopping and getting your radio all turned on, and I'll tell you what, you're making a big trip around my central coast to Cali. I hope you enjoyed that video gate up on Facebook, man. I tell you, you were all up in here. 833 Motormouth Maul, your West Coast beast. Got down. Let's go, Brady.
Appreciate the gate, man. Sure do. Yeah, we got the guy up with our names. I mean, how you feeding the audio in the radio? How you can? I said, well, I guess really. I said you could probably use a push button. I said, but man, I thought Chris said the only way to use a toggle switch. I said you gotta look at your at the way you talk, and if you just kind of get in there and get your little push on that button and talk and let off of it. I said, I use a big old toggle switch, man. It takes both my hands. Hey, Motormouth, when I came to the station, I got a switch, takes both my hands to flip it there, buddy.
Yeah, 10-4. Well, I'll tell you, I know how it goes. I know how that goes. I have a console over here, and I just push one of the buttons on the console, and it locks the mic down, and I can walk away and forget about it for a while. And of course, you know, I built the rest of the stuff over here. I literally can push it and walk away for a year or two and not worry about it. It costs a lot, but I could do it. Hey, check this out. Check out this audio here, Brendan.
Man, how you feeding the audio in the back of that radio, how you key it? And I said, well, I guess really, I said you could probably use a push button. I said, but man, I talk so doggone long, I just use a toggle switch. I said you got to look at your at the way you talk, and if you just kind of get in there and get out, I said just get you a little push button, push on that button, you talk and let off of it. I said, but I use a big old toggle switch, man. It takes both my hands. hey, Motormouth, when I key this station down, I got a switch, takes both my hands to flip it there, break.
Now, that's the way it went down over here. Oops. That's the way it went down around my neck of the woods there, and that's exactly how mine is. You know, mine would take a couple feet and a few hands, or a couple hands and a few feet, depending on how you looked at it, you know, whether you could key it one way or the other or whatever. But it would take a whole handful of hands and feet to get the job done. But we just use a slew of relays and all kinds of things over here to key all the various different components and route all the various different audio feeds and all the other crazy complex stuff. And, you know, some of the birds require a little bit of extra attention from time to time as well. So it's rough and tough to try to, you know, handle all that at once to break. Hey, 33, I don't know if I got enough key down time, but I tried to say what I got to say, and I wanted to play you back and let you know what you were going through over here on my end and what you had going down in the world of sound. And anyway, so I hope I accomplished what I set out to accomplish. Hey, 33, Motormouth Maul, your West Coast beast got down.